Alright, hello everybody. This is Matt here with you, and we are back for some more RDR2. Jump back in and see what we can do. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can study us some chickens while we're at it. You don't have to study every animal in order to get 100%, but you do need to study a certain amount. It's actually pretty easy to come across, but hey, we can knock a few out right here. Let's do it. Java chicken, leghorn chicken. What about down there? That's one we've already identified. That may be about all we have right now, but that's cool. So we're going to go ahead and just hop right into it. I'm not going to worry about doing a mission just yet. We are certainly going to do a mission in this video. As you can see, Arthur there is starting to get a little bit of a beard going. It's a little dark, some sort of storm running in, but we're going to go get a couple items that are going to be useful to have here at the beginning of the game. I showed y'all the rdr2map.com site. Well, good day, Miss Grimshaw.
What do you think of this place, Susan?
An improvement on the last, that's for sure.
Well, that ain't too hard. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Catch you later then.
All right then, Arthur.
If we can sit here and eat this, though, you think we won't? Come on, sit down, Arthur. Or am I getting in her way and it's glitching it out?
Okay there, Arthur?
I'm great. Nope, not gonna let me do it. Alright, figured we could try to eat. I know we did right before we actually came into the last episode, or ended the last one, but while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and we've already studied this type of horse, but we can show our horse's info. But we are going to clean him. But we can't do that yet. I forgot. So we're going to wait till we actually clean him. We can do some water. I'm trying to think how I want to go about this, actually, because you do need to keep your horse clean. If you don't keep him clean, then you're going to end up getting him losing health faster. So again, we're certainly going to do a couple missions here. I know of a particular mission I want to do now, simply because it will get us to the point where we can clean our horse. So we are going to go grab one thing real quick. Yeah, we'll see what that is, because it's going to be nice and convenient to have. It's real simple. Some of those of you out there that have played the game, of course, will know right where I'm going. I know when the game was very, very first released, there was a glitch. Now, even if that glitch were available, we wouldn't be using it. Some of y'all might know what I'm talking about simply by the direction we are headed. But as all Rockstar games, money. Top right, you see we got $63.41. But money is very important in this game. Since we're out here kind of free roaming for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and have a weapon ready. Not really too much dangerous in this. Okay, well, we got a problem. Let's see if we can intervene here. Get away from me, huh? Oh, shoot. Sucking. Okay, yeah, that's not going to end well for us. Okay, get up, get up, get up, get up before it kills us. Get up, Arthur. What are you doing? We're going to switch to the bow and arrow. Get him. Good Lord. There we go. Good Lord, that was scary. I was sliding down this hill here and I couldn't do anything. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not doing so hot. That's it? Nothing?
Good luck with it.
Okay, well. That was eventful to start, wasn't it? Let's go and pick up our hat here. And we're also going to need to go ahead and get something to eat because we are hurting from that cougar. It got us good. Ah, look at our back there. Got us real good. So we're going to go over here to our items. We're just going to get something in our system to kind of help boost that health a little bit. That was a little scary. Whew, okay, well, I don't know if we just want to pick up the whole thing or just skin them. We'll just go ahead and skin them. We'll see if this is a perfect pelt or not. Because they come in different, so it is perfect. That's a good thing for us. See if our horse can make it down here without dying himself. If it's a perfect pelt, then you get more money for it. And also that whole crafting thing I told you about earlier, or in a previous episode when we're going to do the satchels, anything we are required to get is going to have to be perfect. There's no having just a good one. They come in 3, poor, good, or perfect. It's kind of just based on luck which ones will appear. However, you can ruin one. So you could have one that was perfect, and if you shoot it with the wrong weapon and in the wrong spot, or both for that matter, then basically what's going to happen is that will drop quality.
There, boy.
Yeah, it is a pretty good haul. So
Let's go, boy.
certainly want to hang on to that because we can donate that to Pearson, which will already get one of our tougher ones, the Cougar, out of the way. No, back to what I was saying, I want to have my weapons ready in case we come across anything crazy. And really out here, you're not going to come across anything crazy except for potentially a cougar. It's very rare that I actually find a cougar out here. But as you saw, we just hit a random encounter. So while we're cruising out here, I am going to go ahead and pause it real quick and show y'all something. We can go to our progress and you can actually see the total completion. Well, that's what we're wanting to get to 100%. A lot of them are going to say unknown. They say stay that way until you actually get the first one. You just come across it. But as you see, like I said, here you've got to discover 50 animals. We just got a couple chickens out of the way, so we're going to end up having to get 50. Now, there's like 273 or 6 or something like that in the game, so that'll be no problem. A lot of these are actually a lot easier to get than you think, and you'll get them just by playing the game and hunting. Now, some people didn't really do a lot of that. They just rushed through it, so they didn't really care, but they're really not all that difficult to get. So again, even some of them are already like fish. Well, we haven't discovered any, but it gives you, hey, you need to find all the fish. So I'm just going to kind of show this for you real quick and what we're looking at. So you can always pause this and look if you want to actually see what all we need. I was also going to show that it should have popped up now, chance encounters. That's what that was. When you just see those little white dots pop up, that is a chance encounter. We have to do 25 of those. Again, that sounds like a lot, but it's not. Also, just a little tip here. I can just hit B to go back, B to go back, then I'm there. But I'm going to show you a cool little thing. Like, let's go a little bit deeper. You can go into the compendium here. I haven't discovered any, so that's not going to do us any good. Here, animals. Deer, certainly found those. You can get here, and you'd end up having to press that button a few times. It's not a big deal, but if you just hold that back button, it's just going to take you right back out of the game. So yeah, there's just kind of a couple things to look at. I told you about the eagle eye before, how it helps us track down animals, but I said it also helps with the spices. Yes, I know they're all considered herbs and plants, but for whatever reason, when I first started the game, I just called them herbs, and spices, and it just kind of stuck. So I don't know if we can actually carry any of these yet. Yep, looks like we're going to, and we're going to have to pick and examine so many plants. I wasn't paying attention on that menu with 100% completion, what that actually is. But let's see here. So we got us some burdock root. So again, I don't know the total we're going to need, but for 100% completion, you actually have to gather every single plant. So there's no just only if, you know, not even a quarter of the animals or right at a quarter. No, you got to have a lot. This one, we will see what it is. Wild mint. That will be one of our favorites. It's going to be a little bit later on in the game to find out why, but that is certainly a very good one to have. And you learn where the good spots are for these two. Some things like burdock root, that first one we just got, it's kind of all over the place, anywhere near water. Wild mint, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be near water generally. Not all the time, but generally, but it's only going to be in a few spots around the map. But since it does become one of our favorite herbs, we will certainly learn where those locations are. Now I'm going to go back into that compendium that I just got in to show you kind of how deep you go on the actual menu there. The reason we're going to do that is we're going to go to our spices / plants, and we will go find, for instance, burdock root. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and we can read it down there. Of course, it's got the actual genus name and all that, but burdock bushes are tall, dark green, leafy bushes and are very easy to spot in the light-colored surroundings. They're found on the western side of the Great Plains region, particularly along the railroad tracks and riverbanks, sometimes near rocks and under groups of trees, but scattered about in general. The root can be consumed or crafted into bitters. That last line is what you're really looking for. So it tells you what you can do with it. Later on, we'll be able to get to where we can craft and cook and so forth. So this one is our American ginseng, and of course it says this medicinal plant can be crafted into medicine or consumed to replenish your health core. So it tells you what they do for you, and we're going to end up eventually trying to get some different recipe pamphlets that teach us how to do these various items or make them, which would be cool. So once we get one of those, I'll show you. So yeah, that's just more about the eagle eye. Like, we got some more stuff right here. Is that mint? It's kind of hard to always see what it is, but if it is mint, we're going to go and... I'm not even bothering you, man. You go away. Yep, so this is mint. We're going to go ahead and get as much of this as we can, because later on, like I said, this will end up being a very important plant to have. Now, until we actually get the satchels upgraded, we're going to be pretty limited on how many we can carry. That's probably it. Nope, actually we can carry all that we found here, too, so that's good. Man, it just got pouring down rain, didn't it? what is our weather like? 34 degrees. And of course, you can actually change that to Celsius if you would like for those non-American players. See what it just popped up? You're now cold. So that's something you got to look out for. We are in an area that is cold, so we're going to come over here to our horse. Excuse me. I went to items first. You see it's got, I went down to the bottom here. That's where you change your clothes. That's what we've got. It's got the sun. That means it's made for hot weather. That means the custom outfit, which we actually have not made one, but I guess it's there. We're cold, so we're going to start losing health. So we're going to actually need to get back to camp because that's an important lesson for you. You need to store a couple different outfits on your horse. You don't need to just roll with one, because how we're doing this, being all over the map at different places, different times, you're going to need to make sure you have the appropriate clothing. And what happens if you're cold is we're just going to start losing health. So another thing, it's probably warming up with that rain stopping. Yeah, so we should actually be okay. But still, good reminder to let's go store something on our horse. But speaking of stored on our horse, we got that Cougar right now. Those will rot and they'll go bad, and you can no longer sell them or donate them to camp for food. So it's a pretty decent amount of time. So I'm not too worried about it right now. However, we are going to want to get that back to camp sooner rather than later. But our plan is to get this lockbox. I've kind of got interrupted before. That RDR2 map, what's cool about it, that website I showed you, is if you click on each one and you have the links that you can share. I did show you that, but what's cool is if you select that link, it will take you directly to the RDR2 map website and will show you on the map the location. So it's probably going to be quite the undertaking, so I'm not going to promise I'm going to do every last one, but I'm going to try if I can remember. I'm going to get at least all the big ones. Anytime we find something cool, something that's certainly worth it, see at the top left, animals attached to your horse will decompose, sell them before this happens. So yeah, just telling us what I just told y'all. But at any rate, I will send the links or put the links of these locations that we find in each episode in the description. So that's pretty cool. So taking a gold bar, that's a pretty big deal right there, because like I said, money. It's all about money. Now you can't just get money. You have to go sell that thing. So right now we're still at 63 bucks, but we now have a gold bar in our possession, so we can sell that. And then we see we've got this special horse stimulant pamphlet. So as I was saying earlier, we had to pick up some herbs. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the fast button to inspect this document. This tells you what it does. So this will give you a special horse stimulant, which is good for your horse, and it tells you right there what you need. You need sage, common bulrush, and wild carrot. Top left it says you've learned the special horse pamphlet recipe. That's another thing. These recipes are all over the map. You can also buy them later on. I'll show you where that is, but I like to track them down because they are kind of expensive. I mean, a lot of them are 60, 70 bucks like that in the game. So yeah, we want to save our money. I'm a money hoarder, so we're going to go get these things on our own, all these pamphlets. But what's important is if you don't inspect it, you won't be able to craft it. You'll have it, but you actually have to open it, and that is considered reading it right there. So we're going to be doing that to make sure with any pamphlet we get, we're going to go ahead and inspect it so we don't try to go craft something like, why can't I do this? Well, you got to read it first. I brought up the glitch earlier. Apparently when the game very first came out, I don't know exactly how it was done. Rockstar patched it pretty quick, but there was a glitch where you could basically have that gold bar spawn over and over and over, like right back to back. So you could go craft you an upgraded satchel, and the next thing you know, you got all the money you'd ever need in the game. So I bet that was kind of cool, but yeah, money, you'll see, it's weird in the game because it's kind of hard to come by, but eventually you'll end up with plenty of it. You'll never be short. So we're going to go ahead and head back up towards camp here. Got some geese. Oh, okay, we got a couple geese. Well, oops. But that's okay. We want some feathers from these things anyway. So let's go ahead and pick them up. I don't know if it gives us the feathers if we just pick them up. I don't think so. So you know what? We're going to go and skin them. Get us some feathers, because we're going to need those. Also see we're getting the breast out of it. That's food we can cook later on. We'll get into all that. We got some good plump meat, and I got that goose feather. So this one, I'm just going to pick up. You know what? I'm just going to go and pluck it too, because I can still donate that meat to Pearson. But you can also just give him the whole goose. But again, I'm just going to worry about. I want the animal fat and the feathers out of it. Again, for recipe reasons later on. The good thing is those kind of items, they actually do not go bad. So any animal carcass on your horse will eventually go bad, but like the meat that you harvest an animal, it'll stay good. So that's nice. I know we went by some other plants back there. You're going to start to learn these plants real quick what they are. That particular one was called yarrow. You'll see it. That is everywhere. I'm just not going anywhere near where I'm supposed to go, am I? So, got something there. A little fox. Study it real quick. Again, we're going to need to start knocking that out of the way. So that's an American gray fox. We already found the red fox. That's what's on that pelt under this cougar. But now we've got us that, at least in our compendium, the gray fox. So, now that we're back here, I'm going to show you what we do with good old Mr. Pearson. Now, I'm going to carry it just because it's kind of fun. But you can actually just hitch up your horse like we're doing. That is important because when your horse is hitched, it's resting. So whenever you get the opportunity, when you ever come back in camp...
Get this off you?
Yeah, there you go. Hello, Hosea. Now, one thing I don't like is if you're in the middle of camp and you're doing something...
All quiet,
Oh, it is
Jose?
letting me do it.
Thankfully, yes.
Good.
Okay.
Well, I should get back to it.
Okay.
All right, Arthur.
If I'm not mistaken, I know when I was doing chores, for sure, on the PlayStation game, I'm about to show you that too, you could not actually talk to anybody in the middle of it, but I thought when I was carrying a corpse, I couldn't either. But apparently I can. Maybe I'm just forgetting things. But what I was going to say is...
Miss, can I get a sip of that? Come on, please, just
Too much stuff going on around camp. If I were to leave this back on my horse, who's hitched up over there behind us, and you want to come over here to Pearson and donate, which is what we're about to do, as you see, hold down on the right D-pad.
That's good.
You know these hides and furs can also be done up into coats and boots and such.
Dry pair of boots.
Yep, I
Beyond
get
my
it.
skills,
Sure.
but there's a
You
trapper
want a
that
bottle of
travels around
champagne
these
with
parts,
that too?
Canadian
Coming
feller,
right up.
skilled tanner. He can make just about anything. You should drop in on him sometime.
I got a feeling we'll be doing that. At any rate, so I'm going to donate
Good,
that for
we
provisions.
really needed this.
But I don't have to walk that over here. It could stay on the back of my horse. That's all I was trying to get at here. So we got us a perfect cougar pelt, so we're going to certainly give
Oh,
that.
yes, I'll be able to make you something out of this.
Yes, you will. We'll go ahead and get rid of that fox pelt. Now, again, this meat, the big game meat, that's also important. We'll show you later why. That right there, we could donate it, but we're going to keep it because, again, it's going to be useful. The cougar fang, as you see the value, that's 50 cents. So when I do that,
Thank you.
that's 50 more cents twice now, so $1 towards the camp funds. Now, the pelts we give do not. Those are used strictly for crafting because when we actually craft, it's Pearson who does it for us. So again, we could give the goose feathers. I don't want to simply because we're going to need those. We have some other ones up here too. I don't even remember what we got those from, but okay. Stringy meat, I don't really care about keeping
Not the
that.
best quality, but some seasoning will hide it.
Well, there you go. Good. Well, you're going to take that for us, sir, and you can make it into whatever you do in your stew. So we're carrying 4 of the 5 fat. Probably come
Just
across a
make
lot
sure
more
it
of
goes
that.
into the pot, not your pocket.
So we'll go ahead and donate that. We got plenty of venison,
Can't wait to taste this.
but we're going to give it back because, again, we're going to come across a lot of deer. So we'll go ahead and give them that. So
I know
basically
some
what I want to
pies
hang
are
on
low.
to is our big game meat, our goose feathers, and then we've also got some flight feathers. And then also we got some gritty fish meat. Nah, he can have that.
Better than nothing, Pearson.
Yeah, it's true. So we went ahead and just donated to camp there, which is something that, of course, Dutch urged us to do. Now, you see in the top right, the 63, that's us. What looks like a wallet, what looks like a briefcase right above it, 57.55, and the briefcase to the right, that's the camp funds. So we just gave some stuff that they can sell. That's good. So we gave him some stuff so that he can make a stew.
Thank you, Arthur.
You are welcome, sir. And then we also went ahead and donated some actual funds just by virtue of selling. So we'll come over here and take a look at that real quick, give you an idea what this looks like. We'll be spending some time over here. I do contribute, but it's not like we're going to go give them half our money. Because also when we do missions, there's going to be plenty of stuff that we end up giving them just from your rewards. They get their cut. So we can give an item. You see we've got some gold pendant necklace, platinum engraved buckle. So we can give them all these things. I generally don't give them items. Now you see the value here. Also, it shows you how much in the bottom they are. A couple silver emblem rings. Look at that, 500 bucks. That's why we went and grabbed that gold bar, because we're going to need money to kind of get weapons and get ourselves upgraded. So we certainly are not going to donate that. So I generally don't donate any items, but what I will do is donate money. So I know when I was playing the game, it seems like you got to give about 20 bucks in order to increase your honor. Remember, we're going to try to play as a good Arthur with high honor, so that's important. But very early on in the game, if I'm not mistaken, you can give 10 bucks and you'll pretty much get that same honor reward. I don't know how long it's going to last. We'll just do 10:01. That may bother some people. Does me a little bit, but hey, it's symmetrical. That's all right. All right. Top right or bottom or middle of the right. See, we just got that little up cowboy. That means we got some honor, so that's cool. So again, 10 bucks will work for now, but later on when you start getting more money, you're going to end up having to get at least 20 bucks into the pot in order for them to give you a good honor. So we got chores. That little black dot. I'm going to walk over towards one. All right, this does a couple things for us. It is tedious.
You okay?
Yep, I'm
Oh,
fine.
you're a mess.
Sure.
All that blood. Jesus.
Yeah, you should see the other guy, or Cougar. So, these kind of things are tedious. They don't take too long, but the advantage of it is you get good standing within your camp, which will raise your honor. So that means eventually we'll get cheaper prices and all that in the stores. That's one perk of having a high honor rank. But also, it will help your Deadeye. You're going to see that here in a minute. We do have Deadeye. We just haven't used it yet. We will a lot more later in the game. My very first playthrough, I actually didn't use Deadeye, like, at all. And then I decided to do it on my last playthrough when I actually went through and got 100%, and it was invaluable. I mean, it's so awesome. It really is. So we'll show you and get into all those mechanics at another time when it's actually at a point where it's useful. But right now, not that big of a concern. Alright, get this. I think this is the last piece here. And we're good. So you see, honor and character attributes can be increased by partaking in daily chores. And you see, we got some Deadeye points. That's why it's important. It does not hurt. We're going to go ahead and hold that F1 to show you what the Deadeye is. Open up that compendium on it. Just kind of gives us an overview. So right now we are at level 2, so that's cool. And you see the progress to the next level. We got to get to 100. Right now we're at 64. And then our perfect, that just kind of gives us conditions of our player. So at any rate, it's good to do the chores, especially early on, because you will increase your Deadeye and all that stuff demonstrably just by playing the game and going through missions. But there's some little side items that you can do in-game that can take care of it. So we're going to go and show you Arthur's home here. We didn't really do that before. This is, of course, where we can shave. Now, I think we're going to go for a little bit of gnarly at first, but I'll show you what we can do. You can come in here and do the whole thing, get him back to relatively clean shaven, other than that cougar scar. You can also just get rid of the mustache, or you can just get rid of the chin, or you can just get rid of the chops. So we can do all sorts of stuff, but we're going to leave it just growing out full on gnarly. Then you can also sleep. That's important. You do want to sleep every now and again. That will restore our health. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that, because our health is not looking too hot. So this will help our health as well as our stamina. As you see, it gives us our options. Do we just want to go evening, night, or morning? Depending on the time, I think you got to have a minimum of 4 hours for it to show up. So if we were only at 3 hours away from evening, it wouldn't even show up. It would say you can sleep till night or morning. We're going to go ahead and do morning. We're going to get us a full 16 hours. That also gives our horse plenty of time to rest while he's hitched up. Probably end up having him full on both stamina and health. So pretty important to sleep. Now, one thing is you cannot sleep back to back to back to back to back to back. I could probably turn right back around and sleep for another 12 hours or something like that. But if we were to try to sleep again right after that, it's going to tell us, hey, you just slept. You can't do that. So you also see the top left. That shows us kind of our weight. So that'll show up under our health. So if you see what looks the up arrow, we're gaining weight. If you see the down arrow, we're losing weight. If you have higher weight, so if we make him Fat Arthur, his health will last a lot longer. However, his stamina will drain real quick, where it's vice versa. If you end up having a lower weight, well, you're going to take more damage whenever you take a hit to your health, but you also have a lot more stamina. That looks kind of nasty. I like to clean ourselves up, but we'll be all right. So we've basically just done a couple small things, nothing mission-wise, but remember, we don't have autosave, so we're going to go ahead and pop in real quick, save that game. Yep, just override it. We're good, and it is now saved. So that's, again, a cool thing. It is a very quick saving game. So trying to think what we want to do, because, again, to get where I really want to go. Just trying to plot it out in my brain. You know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and do this mission. We'll do that. Kind of showed you some of the basic commands out here and what we're doing. You know what? I don't believe the mission I picked. We're going to be riding our horse. I want to go ahead and hitch him up. Come on. Let me hit you. Let me hit you, not hit you. Alright, there we go. And again, you see our health, our cores, and everything are completely full. The outer ring is just kind of the immediacy, the core. So like that white heart you saw before we went to sleep, that was about halfway full or whatever it was. You need that high. You want them both full, of course. And again, doing those actual Deadeye, like we got that boost, as we get better and better in those, that white bar around will start getting larger and larger. And eventually, once we get 100% on each of those, it will be an entire white line around that core. So you really want to up those. That's why that's important. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in. We're going to do a mission over here with the U. See what's going on. Uncle. Let's wake him up.
Ow! Ow! Oh.
Okay.
Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Well, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure, I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
You gonna take the old man into town? Take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores.
Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on then.
I can't believe we're going to see civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are going to love it.
Okay then. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Out through the trees here, then take a left.
Off to Valentine. Driving a carriage, you can actually get up a pretty good speed, but it can be a little slow to turn. Makes sense. Right? And that carriage is flying.
Look at that coach. He's all over the place.
That sucks.
This is all right.
Is one of you going to get that fella's horse?
Well, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
I guess that means we have an option. Well, this is probably a chance for us to earn some
want to
honor.
head into town.
Yes, but this won't take long. Look at the poor fella.
Go on. He's an old man.
All right.
Lumbago, really? You all right there, friend?
Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Yeah, sure, we'll help.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks. It's the white one over there.
Well, just give me the option to tell Tilly we were going to help or not. I was going to answer. Okay, I know I can. I was going to say, yeah, let's help him, but it cut out on before I could. Well, let's study him first. See, that's a Shire.
There. Easy.
Light gray, heavy handling.
Easy.
He looks
You're
filthy.
okay.
Let's pat him. It's all right, boy.
That's it, boy.
Let's go ahead and lead you. Wasn't that hard, ladies. I mean, y'all are easy to impress, apparently. And this horse, hopefully that's just its color, because if not, this dude needs to take care of his horses. It is nasty. I don't like having a dirty horse. First off, it's bad for their health. bad for their health. And guess what's bad for their health? So I don't want to do that to our horse. So we're going to keep ours pretty clean. Let's get him back. Oh, there you go. We got some honor out of it.
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
That's yet to be
Not
determined.
really. I was just trying to impress the women.
Well, anyway, thank you.
All right, let's get back on the wagon, get headed back into town. Hopefully that guy can control his stuff.
Valentine!
Okay. Got to get on the coach first.
Into a regular old fairy godmother there, Arthur.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you got a heart. A small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside, but a real one. And you haven't, you repulsive old lizard.
Blizzards have hearts.
Hey, that dude just jumped on the train.
I'm proud of you.
To be honest, if you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Well, you did it.
All right, well, Arthur made his intentions clear.
Smell those sheep.
Or is that Uncle?
Oh, very funny.
This looks like a decent little town.
Other people. Finally.
Look at all that snow on the mountains. Sure don't want to be back up there.
You
Well,
think
we're
we
gonna
should
be.
have asked Molly to come with us?
Oh, no. Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us. Or to do any real work. She's a society lady now.
Go left here, down the main street. There's always on the right. Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
All right.
Heaven forbid you put your head on the line.
Yeah, that's a young man's game.
Ooh, yes. We can get up to some mischief here, all right.
Just remember, keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up down the end there, near the stables.
All righty. One thing I do hate is like, can we just fly? I'm just driving and get there, but it limits your speed.
Here we
Yeah, we'll
are,
notice
just
that.
like I said, the cultural center of civilization. Man at its finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay, just stay out of trouble and don't get yourselves noticed.
Right, I need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
Come on.
Imagine Paris and
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac?
Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask why.
You are a sad man, Arthur Morgan. But I know you love me.
Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No. Ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite
Oh,
parasite.
wow.
Very funny.
That's mean.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague,
Okay.
then you.
Shut up. This is the place now. Come on.
Said it before, but Arthur sure is a miserable bastard.
So, what do you need?
Hell, a drop of whiskey for a start. You know, something to pass the time while we're waiting on the women.
Always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur. Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
All
Let me
righty.
know if you have any questions, fellers. Whiskey's
some
on the
coffee.
top shelf, nearest the door.
So that's just showing us you have the general store. So kind of been opened up to we can now purchase things. So you can walk around to each individual spot, like it says, buy you some ground coffee.
You not getting anything, Arthur?
Well, shut up.
I don't know. Maybe.
But what you can also do is come up here and browse the catalog. This is what we will mostly do because every item you see in the store, it's going to be right here. So we're supposed to buy some coffee. So let's find where that is. Don't think
So,
maybe dry
You're
goods.
actually buying for once? You feeling all right?
See this? Young folk got no respect for their elders no more. What do you reckon? The lamb or the sausage?
Don't care.
Well, this here's a sheep town. The lamb's the best in the state.
Now I know what the smell is.
Well, that's a ripe cheese, all right.
All right, so now that they shut up, while we're here, we might as well get ourselves some provisions since we're going to be out in the world and probably exposed to things. As you see, there is a different price. As we get better and better honor, these will start dropping in price for us. If we get bad, they'll raise in price.
All done.
Thank you kindly.
I'm not, so at any rate, as you see over on the left,
This should do the trick.
would
Yep,
y'all shut up?
That's fine whiskey.
over on the bottom left of the screen,
Actually,
it shows
does.
you the
Let's go
price,
look for them
just like it
outside.
does in the catalog, but it also would show you how much it gains. So the canned apricots, that basically does almost nothing for your core health, just a little bit, but raises your stamina decent. These beans, it does it both about halfway. Of course, you get more expensive stuff, the better it is, but we're just going to go kind of with some baked beans. We're just going to see if we can buy all of them that we can. There we go. So we're probably carrying 3 of them. That's all we can. So we're just going to call that good. I don't think we need anything else right now. Same thing here is with the menu. Instead of having to just keep hitting the back button to go back through the catalog, you can actually hold down on that button and it will automatically go back to the beginning. Okay, it's still putting the coffee over here, so I guess we'll just go ahead and buy it from here. That way it will stop.
All the best, fellas.
There we go. Guess me actually buying it in the catalog didn't count towards the game, but as you saw there, we can just browse the catalog rather than having to go throughout the store, but a little bit quicker.
Oh, here's to your good health, sir. And to being down here off that mountain.
Absolutely.
It's a funny world, you know. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
What?
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel. They were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy. They have been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
No, it does not.
You thought I wouldn't find you?
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me!
Get your hands off of her.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get the hell off of her, you son of a bitch.
Hey, take it easy. There's no problem here.
There will be if you don't get out of here right now.
Go, man. This is our girl. You don't mess with her.
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you right now.
Go wait with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
Uncle! Look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you something before we pull out that gun again. If you just hit L1 or the LB button on the Xbox, it just puts it away, but if you tap it twice, kind of does that cool little animation, so that's fun. So, at any rate, we are supposed to go see about, I think it was Karen, right, in the hotel. Let's check it out.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes.
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you, a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
Okay. Let's go see what's going on up here.
No trouble now, please.
All right. Hey, can we search this? No. All right.
Oh, get the hell out of here,
Oh.
will you?
Sorry. Wrong room.
Our bad. I guess they did say 2B, not 2A. That was a rude surprise. Let's kick that door in.
Hey!
Hey, you!
A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
Ain't paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! Oh, you're done now.
I paid for nothing.
Good lord.
Thank you.
Tough? What the hell are you doing
I'm
here?
gonna take his stuff.
Trying to play him? Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You
Just
sure?
got beat up.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
The bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town.
Why not?
There's lots of cash sometimes.
Okay. Keep investigating.
I will.
It's fine. He just got sleepy.
After you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
Man, he did a number on her.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, then.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get!
I don't like this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word.
I guess we will take this horse. Chase the man from Blackwater.
Just borrowing it.
You stay away from me!
Get
Where's
back
he
here
going?
right now!
Watch out, chickens. One thing, if you're on these missions and you run over people or even animals, you'll probably lose honor. So
Mean nothing by it.
we're gonna try not to do that. Where's he going? It's just right where my body is. I can't see where he's at. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
You have to help me.
Karen would say that's not ideal. Man from Blackwater. Oh, really? Decisions. Gotta figure out if we want to kill him.
Why are you telling lies about me?
No. I got it wrong, partner. I got it very wrong. Now, please help me up.
I ain't never been in Blackwater.
Then why are you chasing me?
I've got an unfortunate face.
Yes, me too. Now, please, pull me up. Please. I'm begging you.
All right, we'll help him. We did tell Karen it's just going to be a chat. Plus, again, we're going for good honor here. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us.
You okay, partner?
No. No, I am not.
Can we beat him up at least?
I'm a mess.
Well, you ain't dead.
There is that.
Silver lining.
Jimmy Brooks.
I think it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened.
Well, I agree. You saved my life. You're a good man, and here. You want a pen? It's one of them steel ones.
Oh. That's very kind of you. But I'm not a good man, Jimmy Brooks. Not usually. You see, I was in Blackwater. I killed people. And maybe I should have killed you. Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me? I never saw you. Not now, not never. I think we have an understanding.
Of course we do. Jimmy Brooks. I will remember that. I've got a good memory.
I haven't. Not one lip. Not 1 cent in this here old mind. Come on.
Get on out of here.
You have a nice day now, sir. Yeah.
Let's see what that mission details was, why we didn't get gold. So there you go. Got to find her within 45 seconds. I was playing with the gun, wasn't I? Or we probably would have had it. But yeah, Arthur cut straight to the chase with that one. I kill people. And I was in Blackwater. Don't make me remember you.
Let's go, girl.
So, all right. But yeah, that gave us some good honor, though. We jumped up. It doesn't fluctuate a whole lot right now in the game because it's so early on, but eventually it will. So not too worried about it. But yeah, if we're going to be good Arthur, no reason just to recklessly kill people. And we did tell Karen we're just going to have a chat with him. So we're going to get back over here to where we're supposed to be. Well, hello.
Am I glad to see you?
Here's your horseback, friend.
Oh, you really were just borrowing it.
Appreciate it.
Oh wow, we got more honor there. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought we were supposed to come back here, and the last second I just hear this dude hollering, so I thought, well, maybe we're supposed to be here. I guess we could have just stolen the horse, but we got honored by bringing him back. But you know what? Well, oh crap! Well, we're a long ways away. Where's our own horse? Did they leave him over here? Okay, nope. See how it's grayed out, blinking at the northern part of our radar there? That means it's too far away, as it even says in the top left corner. So, well, that sucks. Let's go ahead and save our game, since we've actually gotten to a point where we've made a little bit of progress and done a mission. And then I'm going to start running back to camp. So, we're going to go ahead and call it quits right there. When you do come back, hopefully by then, I will have made it back to camp. We're about to test honor stamina here, because we got a ways to go. I mean, we could steal something, but all that's going to do is kill our honor. So we'll just let it ride, I guess. So, yeah, at any rate, we're going to go ahead and call that quits right here. We'll be back with some more RDR2 in the future. Thanks again for all the likes, subscribe, so forth, and y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks.